Hey everyone. I got some news. I am now single. So rip me. And yeah, I'm not really doing too great about that, chief, but I'll live. Yeah, very sad moment for me, but I will explain the story behind it all. Me and my girlfriend, been dating for about a year and a half since June 27th, 2023. So we've been dating for about a year and a half. It's been a little bit off and on, a little rocky, a little shaky, but we've managed to hold it together until this point. And this is when the ice broke. The first few times she's wanted to break up, it's because she felt neglected, which she wasn't. She felt like I wasn't spending enough time with her, which isn't true. You want to be technical, every time I tried to hang out with her, she would always not want to do that and find some reason to give about not wanting to hang out or just not being able to. And I just accepted it. No matter how much I wanted to hang out, I still accepted. I cared for her, treated her nice, I spoiled her, bought her a bunch of things, kept her fed. One time, I said some things I shouldn't have. I let my hormones take control, and she wanted to break up because I thought of her just her body, and that wasn't true. But this situation is a bit more complicated and different, and I'm not going to give out too many details on like names and stuff, but I will try to give a brief description of what's happened over the course of the past few months and practically year. So s- basically, she's been having a very bad time with her housing and living situation. And I'm going to be honest, and I know she's probably not going to watch this. And if she does, hi, you and I both know this is true. That, yes, her parents and siblings and cousins and what have you are a bunch of assholes. Like, I'm an asshole, and it takes one to know one. I don't like them because of how they treated her. But at least she had a home, and that's what was more important. But she ran away multiple times. She went to her grandmother's, which was fine. She was able to stay there for a while. But then she got a cat. A stray cat just wandered into the apartment, kept him, but couldn't stay at her grandma's because of the cat. And I don't blame her for not getting rid of him. Stormy's always is such a good boy. Cute little kitten with his little mittens. But she couldn't stay with her grandma because of the apartment restrictions and what have you. And it's mostly just pet stuff. So she moved in with a coworker, and that didn't last long. For a while, it seemed like it was going good. She was happy. She had a place to stay. She was staying on the couch, but hey, at that point, you can't be too picky. You get, you kind of just get the hand you're dealt with and try to make the most of it. And I was there to help her every step of the way, best I can. Send her some food, send her some little gifts to hopefully cheer her up throughout the time. Christmas came around, tried to have some fun with her, got her a bunch of things that she likes. some things that were similar that she would like and all of that. Then she moved out. I don't know, she wasn't necessarily kicked out, but the people she was staying with kicked her cat out because the cat was being a cat, and they didn't like that, which is fucking weird, and I don't understand. But they kicked out the cat. She went back to her grandma's for a bit, and she and I were talking afterwards about that, like, right after that happened, about her coming down to live with me in my state of Texas. And she lives in Missouri. So you can already tell that's a decent a ways away home. But I was hoping to hopefully provide that home for her. Of course, she would finish school. She finished high school early, which I'm so proud of her for. She's doing her EMT, and I think she is still in EMT class, which I'm still proud of her for. But then came where the problem originates. I don't know who this person is to her, an ex, classmate, coworker, random bloke she met off the street. I don't know. But she originally told me she was staying at a girl's house, one of her female friends, I guess. She was staying with them, and I thought they were female. So I had no problem with it. I get a message saying she's not happy almost about near the end of February. I get a message saying she's not happy and that she wanted to break up. Now, I was able to save it, ask and see if she just wanted to take a break with the relationship so she can figure something out because life was hitting her in the dick. And I understand that it is very stressful. And I could see, I could hear, I knew it was stressful. And I was trying to help best I can throughout the entire time. It wasn't till March 5th that I was told the truth. March 5th, as some might know from my TikTok streams, that I was playing Bindi in the Dark Revival. Very fun little horror game. And the chat that day could hear what was going on at the start. I had to end the stream before they started hearing me cry and break into tears and just break down emotionally. I have never felt that kind of pain and sorrow and the wanting to put my knives in a place that would prevent you seeing me again. I am trying to be YouTube safe, but I found out that she cheated on me with another man, got impregnated. We don't know if she's pregnant or not. It's too early. About 2 weeks into, or 2 weeks after the whole act was conceived, but she cheated on me. Now, most would say, oh, you should have broken up with her then and there, and you should have just left her for the wayside. How could she cheat on you? I'm like, yeah, the thought crossed my mind, I will admit, but I loved her, and I still do. And I wanted to care for her, and I wanted to be there. And knowing that that happened to me, it hurt a lot, and I cried. I cried so long. It took an hour and a half for me to stop. And that was the longest hour and a half I have ever felt pain in. We talked. I even threatened to buy her a rental U-Haul so she can pack her shit and come down to me that day. It will be a 9-hour drive. I would have even had her car towed behind the U-Haul. I had the money to do so. What she doesn't know, actually, she does know, is that later on, I bought a hotel room for myself and her to stay together when I was going to take my trips to go see her. Now that's not gonna happen anymore. I'm not gonna go take her to a dinosaur museum like I promised. I'm not gonna go see her graduation like I tried and promised. None of that's happening anymore. It can't. She hates me too much. And I see why. I did something I shouldn't have. I will admit, I shouldn't have done what I did because when she and I talked about that incident of her cheating on me, I said that we shouldn't tell her grandmother because who knows how the fuck she would have reacted then and there. And I came up with that. And she agreed. It wasn't my story to tell, but her grandma knew something was up and kind of pieced everything together on her own. But we'll get more into that in a minute. After she and I talked about her cheating on me, we talked about what would happen next. One of the subjects being if we keep it or not. And I gave my fully honest opinion on it. And I said abortion, it wasn't my child. It wasn't going to be my child. I shouldn't have had the responsibility to take care of it. But I am a father at heart. I am a caregiver. And I would have protected that boy or girl with my life, as that is who I am. And that's who I strive to be if I want to be a teacher and a parent to my own children one day. I wouldn't let that happen. I would have said abortion because that's what my heart felt. But my soul knew better. And I also gave the option of if she had a child and she wanted to keep it, I would take care of it with her. And that we could raise it to be our child, to have a good family, have a good life, and we could live together, even if it hurt and even if it reminded me of what has happened and how it was conceived. I wouldn't have cared. I would have fought through the pain. I would have sealed it away, not let it show, and I would have supported and do my damnedest to be a father. Most say, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do that, Omega. You're only 19. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Shit happens. People get to be parents at a young age. You know what? Who am I and who are y'all to say that I cannot do it at my age? I might not be ready, but who truly is? And I'm willing to take that risk and I will fight tooth and nail to see it, to have made sure that would have happened. I would have done anything and everything in my power to have gotten my education, gotten my teacher position at my high school that has already been offered, save up a fuck ton of money, get our own apartment, get our own supplies for taking care of a baby, taking care of a family, and she would do the same with her job, and we would have done it together. And that child would have been raised better with two parents that have known struggle and who have seen struggle. Now I'm getting a little off topic, sorry. We talked about it. We've had conversations about it. It started a week after her birthday that she started feeling pain. It started feeling headaches, getting sick, body parts tensing up, all signs of first trimester, the first week of the first trimester kind of symptoms. And I got so scared. I started to cry and I couldn't help myself. It was one of the scariest nights. Sorry, I'm trying to not cry right now as I'm recording this. But I was messaging her for about half an hour, sobbing, could not see. It was so blurry. But I pulled through. She and I talked. And at the time, I didn't want to talk about it because it was hurting so much. But I guess the way I conveyed it was I didn't want to talk about it ever. And the very next week, she started to ghost me. She was ignoring all my texts, all my snaps, every kind of form of communication. And for the past week, my spring break was spent wondering if I'm still having a girlfriend, if she hated me, if she wanted to break up, if she wanted nothing to do with me, or if I did something wrong. You have no idea how fucked my brain is. My greatest gift is overthinking, which gets turned into my greatest curse because I'm a pessimist, which means I tend to think at the I think of the worst situations. And when I overthink, I think about every outcome. The mental torture and hell I put myself through. Unintentionally. It was subconscious hell. But it broke. I broke. I broke more than once, too, in one day. And I've been trying to hold myself together. It it's been a very difficult few weeks. I know some people have somewhat noticed it on streams and probably have questioned it or maybe have kept it to themselves. And I really appreciate you for noticing. And I appreciate it that you try support. And I love all of y'all in my community that I have tried to build and the community that we have built together. I love everyone in my production that's been there for me. I appreciate everything that everyone does. The D&D server, Moon, Kitsune, Jinx, Coda, I appreciate every single one of y'all. Y'all have no idea. But I'm not gonna take time out to try to keep myself together because if I try to do that manually, it won't work and it's going to make me fail. I'm going to fail miserably. And I might not be able to pull myself out of that whole idea. So what I'm going to do is continue to stream, make content, try to bring happiness and joy to people best I can and be there, be the person that someone can talk to. But I needed to do this today, the day that I broke up with my girlfriend, the day that we broke up, and We are not getting back together. I love her and it hurts, but I'm being blamed for stress. She is saying she's had to baby me this entire time through our relationship. Our relationship was not healthy. That's like one of the main things I can agree with. We did not have a healthy relationship. The fact that it was off and on is not healthy for a year and a half. Okay. A long distance relationship is hard, and we knew that, and we stuck to it, and we did it for a year and a half, and I'm proud of us for actually getting that far compared to majority of the stories I hear where most people couldn't even do it for a few months. And they can go fuck themselves if they think that that was hard. We went through more struggles than anyone who's tried to do a long distance relationship and failed for after the first 2 months has gone through. But she got mad that I kept overthinking my pessimistic thoughts. She got mad that I thought she was breaking up with me because it is a pattern. Every time she thought of breaking up with me, she stopped talking to me for a few days. And then she would text me like, "I'm not happy. I think we should break up. I don't see this working out." And at this point, it's gotten to a point where I don't want to say I'm traumatized by relationships, but it's getting to a point where I can't trust myself to be in a relationship with someone, even if it is the best and most perfect. I'm still going to have this fear that I'm doing something wrong at all times. I'm going to have this problem where if I don't have certainty or confirmation that my partner is okay, that they're safe, that they're keeping themselves at a livable situation, I will physically and mentally not be okay myself. Is how bad it affects me. And now that could be a red flag for somebody, and I don't know how to help it. I don't know how to fix it. It's just something I've developed and starting to notice that it's a huge problem that I have, and I don't know what to do about it. And I'm trying to fix it. Being blamed for her stress. So all I said was, "I'm sorry for being a waste of time," and she didn't. She was like, "Oh, you're not a waste of time. I didn't say that. I'm just saying I'm not happy." I'm like, "Well, I had to have wasted your time this then because if you're not happy and I can't make you happy, I'm just wasting your time then. I wasted a whole year and a half worth of your time to try to make you happy." I've done nothing but try to help her, support her, buy her stuff to hopefully make her feel better, make sure she's fed. At one point, I swear to God, I would have bought her a house. I would have hired people to do that exact thing for her. I have connections. There was so much going through my mind in the past week that not even streaming, work, working 2 jobs, my production, cleaning out my car and house and what have you. I was trying my damnedest to keep myself distracted, to get my mind off the fact that my girlfriend cheated on me, could be pregnant. We don't know yet. And I couldn't stand the thought of her facing this alone. And I couldn't stand the thought that she was shutting me out because she wanted a break. Because that's what this was, apparently. She wasn't ghosting me. She wanted a break. Didn't tell me because I assumed when we started talking and when she told me and confessed to what she did that the break was over, that we were on a talking standpoint. And we never mentioned anything about a break after that point. She promised to call me on Sunday night and never did. We were playing Roblox together for a few hours and she never called back. It may have been Monday. Yeah, no, it was Monday. She and I were playing Roblox on Monday and she said she'll call me back after a nap. I'm like, okay. And I heard nothing else. From Monday and today is Sunday. Nothing. Zilch. Thankfully, I have her grandmother's phone number, and I've been using her grandma to contact her and send her messages, send her gifts and food, just keep tabs. But no more. I am. I've been hurt by many people. I've been bullied and tormented for 19 years for different aspects of myself, for different attributes and traits that I have, for just the kind of person I am. And I try to be a nice guy. I really do. And I'm an asshole at heart. And I wear that like as pride. People tell me I shouldn't, but I do because then it cannot be used against me. If I already know I'm an asshole, you cannot hurt me more by trying to use it as an insult. I just needed to get stuff off my chest. I needed to talk, wanted to record something, an update, and I figured this would be the best way. I'm sorry if this was too much, and I love and support everyone that is there and supporting me through my production, the D&D stuff, a partnered little community server that I'm part of. I support and I love all of y'all, and I really appreciate all the support that I get through my TikTok streams, my videos, my TikTok stuff. I really support and I love the support. I appreciate it, and it's what's keeping me going. It's what lets me do more content because it shows that I'm doing something at least right for y'all. I don't know if I'm going to get into another relationship. I want to because without one, I feel lost. I feel like I am not whole, but that says more about me than I could ever know. And that is my own problem and my own mistakes and my own faults that I have to figure out and try to mend any broken wounds. And I can't leave that up to someone else. It's not right. It's not their responsibility. And I cannot sit here and hand off my pain to someone else. So I appreciate y'all for listening. I appreciate all the support. I don't want to make this too long and I don't want to talk too much more because then you're going to start hearing me cry even more than you already have in this one video. Um, I will mention a few updates. Drone Shows Productions is working on episode 2, and that should be released here very soon. I am started the editing already, getting all the voices onto the video. There's just not going to be any extra stuff like there was on the first episode. So I'm sorry if there was something that you were hoping, but there's no like extra stickers, text, or all of that. It's just what's there. And the book for Murder Drones is coming along decently. Um, D&D is having fun. Where Joan Shows is also helping write an audiobook and a little gotcha thing for one of our members. Her name's Moon, and the book is called One's Only Hope. Go check it out. And we have our D&D stuff. We're hosting more events, movie nights on Sundays. Uh, where if you participate in the movie night, you get to choose the movie that we get to watch as like a whole collective. Sometimes we'll have a form to fill out just in case if people want to show and post their movies but can't show up to that one movie night, they get saved, but it's going to come every so often. Uh I know I talked about one time in a stream on TikTok that I was going to make a community server, and I have. I've made a Omega's domain community Discord server. I'm still getting all the roles and the bots and everything set up, so everything is supposed to be automated. Roles are channels are role locked, so you can't see 18 plus stuff if you're not 18 and older and have verified that you're 18 and older. You can't see anything that you don't want to see. You can't access staff channels and all of that. The basic Discord moderation stuff. So I'm working hard on getting that set up for everyone so we can have a fun place to hang out, enjoy life, talk, meet new people, have friends. We're almost we're so close to 10,000 followers, and I'm going to be doing a face reveal, name reveal, and all of that fun stuff when we get to 10K followers on TikTok or 1,000 followers on YouTube. But yeah, premise of this video was to mostly talk about that I am single now. I am no longer in a relationship with my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend. I am not doing okay. So if I wouldn't bother asking, I'm just be outright. I can't lie. I'm not okay. But I'll live. This time it hurts less. It hurts less and less the more times it has happened. And this is the third time we've broken up. But we're not getting back together, I don't think. She doesn't want me. I want her, but she doesn't want me. I'm too much of a child for her, I guess, or I'm just too much work. And that's okay. I'll live with that. Having the thought to know that she's okay, she's safe, and that she can find someone that can treat her good is all that I need. It's all that will bring me closure that she found someone better because she can do better than me. And if she sees this, no hard feelings. I understand. I do. Even if you don't think I do, I understand more than anyone could imagine. Because while I have not personally gone through these kinds of things, I've been there every step of the way, trying my damnedest to make it better, to make the situation better. And I was seeing it from an outside perspective and trying to help. And I see now that I wasn't much of a help. So that's it for me today. On Monday, the 17th, once I get out of school, go to my bio mother's, watch, get the cat settled and all of that fun stuff. I'ma stream, uh, Devil May Cry 5 again. That actually, no, I'm gonna stream Resident Evil 4 in VR because I do wanna finish that game because we already finished DMC5. We're just playing Virgil's version of the storyline, but Imma play RE4 VR tomorrow on stream. Hope to see y'all there. Come join the Discord, uh, the production team Discord. The community server won't be open until I think a week from now. And that's if I can actually work on it in time and get everything settled and built and finished, all that fun stuff. That's just it's a lot of ifs. If I can do certain things in time. This week is about to be hell because it's when I go back to college and the long list of items that I still need to do is only growing. I have to fix my teaching slides. I have to fix the worksheets. I have to fix our lesson plans for the first two teaches. I have to write the lesson plan for Teach 3, PowerPoint, and worksheets for those. I have to do so many things that I wish I did over spring break, but I could not get my mind off this. But hopefully, in the next coming weeks, I can do better in my classes. I don't have to worry about a relationship now. So maybe I can start passing my classes at a higher grade than they are, getting turned in on time, focus on streaming more, and spending time with the groups that I'm in for like VR chat, hang out with some friends again, work more, and try work as much as I can, save up money for myself and my car, try to get in an apartment soon. But things are going to be very rough, and all the love and support is welcome, and I very much appreciate it. Sorry for taking so much time from y'all. I didn't mean to make this over half an hour, but there was so much to cover, and I tried to squeeze it all in a little time. So it's a very delicate situation. I hope things don't turn out for the worst. I hope she's not pregnant because that will be worse on her if she was pregnant than if she wasn't. If she was pregnant, I don't know what she would do. She's already mentioned she didn't want to abort it, which is fine, her choice. She'd take care of it, but that that will almost be an impossibility. That will be so hard on her, and I couldn't imagine the pain she will go through to try to have that happen. It could just be her hormones acting up because of Plan B. And if that's the case, I'm so sorry. I I couldn't imagine that. I'm not a female. I don't have those hormones, and I wouldn't understand. But in any case, I hope things get better. I hope you find someone good, someone that will treat you well, treat you better than I did, treat you better than I could ever. Um, and I am sorry. I am truly sorry. But that's it for me for tonight. This is all raw footage. None of this is edited. So yeah, this has been a rough and difficult time and a very long journey. But my hope is that things will get better for the both of us, that we'll find someone that we care about the same way that when we cared for each other. And hopefully things turn out better and that everything goes smoothly and that things can actually go the way that we wanted them to. All right, I'll stop talking y'all's ear off. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Join the Discord. And if you want to check up on me, the comments are open. My DMs are open on Discord. But I would do my best to keep myself together. Thank y'all.